Well, it's a very different economy today compared to just 3 years ago, but many companies are not changing with the times. Earlier, we spoke with Rebel Brown, a business growth expert and author of the book Defy Gravity. So what is different in today's market versus a couple years ago?
Everything's different. I mean, think about it. Everything accelerated, from the amount of new products we have to how fast we get news across the globe. And a lot of that's because of the internet and the availability of information. And that applies to our businesses. For example, think about customers. Today, customers can go out and get any information they want or need. So they can go out and find products, compare products, and buy products without us ever being in the buying cycle.
Okay, so what tools should companies be using to leverage all that power?
Well, you know, what we need to do is we need to shift from our traditional way of doing things, which was, let me tell you, me, chest thumping, everything about my product, to actually getting in front of it, so we're building relationship with our customers and working with them. And the internet brought those tools as well, which are social media and ways that we can actually interact with our customers in a communication way that's very one-on-one. We can get information from them, we can get opinions from them, we can learn from our global markets and adapt and adjust and actually influence them ahead of the sale.
And so many companies really do live by the concept of profit at all costs.
Absolutely.
Is that the right attitude?
I think that's a gravity belief, because profit at all costs is what got us in this mess in the first place, right? And I believe that going forward, the successful companies are going to have a balance between, certainly you have to be profitable, but you also have to be responsible about that profit, and that's socially, environmentally, economically, etc.
And if companies do become more socially responsible, do they necessarily become more profitable, though?
Well, there's a number of companies out there that are very profitable that are also very socially responsible. Take Green Mountain Coffee, for example. They're the ones that came up with that new brewing system that you put the cups in, you know, the individual cups. Well, their technology's great, but they didn't just leave it to the technology. They went out, their goal is to be as socially responsible as they are profitable. And so they only deal with fair trade organizations overseas, so everybody is treated fairly. They donate 5% of their pre-tax income to social projects and environmental projects. They give their employees 6 days off a year to go work with social projects. And they also have had 27 consecutive quarters of double-digit growth.
Wow. Do you have another example of a company?
Yeah, I have a little one. I have a small business. Yeah, I have a
this?
really small business. The company's called Terracycle, and the gentleman who started it founded it in his dorm room because he was growing plants and he needed organic fertilizer. So he started harvesting worm poop, of all things. Well, when he got out of school, he kept the fertilizer business going, but then he said, wait a minute, I can do more for the environment. And he created the concept of upcycling. So now he works with names like Mars, Frito-Lay, etc. He goes out, he has brigades that he pays in communities as charities, that he donates funds to them. They go pick up the garbage, bring it in, anything from fruit cups, bike chains, cell phones, things that we never thought were recyclable. He upcycles them into usable products and then resells them at Walmart, Kmart, Target, etc. He made $15 million last year in a small business, and he's recycled over 4 billion pieces of garbage that would have gone into our landfills.
Those are some very interesting stories, Rebel. You've worked with, what, more than 100 companies
more than 100 companies globally.
What is the #1 mistake that corporate America is making today?
The #1 mistake is that we're basing our future on our past. And the way we've always done it is the reason for the mess we're in, and we really need to you know, our past successes become the reason that we don't grow. Because as our markets move on, what was true a year ago isn't true anymore, and we need to face forward and look at today and tomorrow and what our customers really want, not rest in the laurels of the past and the way we used to do it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time.
Thank
Rebel
you very
Brown,
much.
she's the author of Defy Gravity.